fish here today. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I haven't been on the water for a few weeks, as you probably noticed. There hasn't been much content going up. I finally made it back and I'm on the water today, one of the usual spots, and it's that cool time of year. We've just changed into, well, I guess we're in autumn at the moment, and we're getting into that winter sort of weather where we get those westerly or southwesterly winds in the morning, followed by the land heating up, which causes the wind to drop off and have, relatively warm days here in southeast Queensland. So, it's sort of a bit too late to target the Spanish mackerel and other sort of pelagics at the moment. A few people a little bit further north are still catching the odd Spanish, but I don't know, I think I'm going to concentrate on the snapper today and see how we go. Earlier on, I had a bit of a troll around just to make sure, around in close, and managed to pick up some really nice live slimies as well. The main thing I'm going to be doing is really chasing up the snapper. So I'm just using a very simple double hooked snell rigged, a very light sinker. I've got some frozen squid, and I normally put the bottom hook through the head so that it's right down there, because that's where they normally take the squid, and then the top hook up, make sure there's no tension to twist it, make sure it's laying nice and flat, and that's it. As I said, light sinker. I'm using one of my jig rods with a Grappler 300 HG little overhead, something I've had for a little while but I haven't been using it, and basically looking for these schools, as I'm coming up on some now, but looking for the schools of fish. Now, they're not big this time of year normally around here. I'm in sort of 65 metres of water. I never seem to catch any big ones around here. Later in the season we seem to pick up the bigger ones in closer too. But look, I'm just after a feed today, and we'll see how we go. Stick around. A bite and a loss. Bite and loss. Hopefully. There you go. This time I got him. Be a snapper. Feels a bit snapperish. Yeah. Very nice eating little snapper there, 39 centimetres. Best one for the season. I think I'll keep him because I may have slim dickens today. I think I've got a little snapper again. Maybe a little reef fish. It's not very big though. Maybe it'll get better later. Little pink snapper. A little bit undersized, this one. Yeah, just a little baby. Put him back. Yep. A bit better. I hope so. This one's a little bit better. Oh yes, this might be okay. It's 65 metres, so oh yeah, that's better. That's way better. Yeah, it's not mammoth, but That's a good table size. Alrighty, so yeah, it was just on the 40 centimeters long. Very nice little specimen, but it's got that little bump on its head, which we get in the pink snapper here, where they say it's from butting into the hard rocks and coral when it's eating. So that one's just on the 40 centimeters, but a really nice sort of pan size, as the Kiwis say, panny. Great size for a meal. It's coming home, that one, especially when you're desperate. I've just found some fish on the sounder. I'm in 65 meters, so it takes a little while for that light sinker to pull that bait down. You'll see little lines there, I think. You see those little lines? The one about 35 meters at the moment, that is the bait going down. So I normally lose sight of it around about the 40. But that's the idea. You really want the bait to waft down. You don't want it to drop to the bottom and sit there. You want it to waft through the water column. If you get it to waft through the water column, there's a chance that something might take it on the way down, a larger fish on the way down. That's sort of the that would be the ultimate, is to get it picked up on the way down, and normally when that happens it's a much bigger fish. So down the bottom, more likely to get a smaller fish. Our legal size in Queensland is 35 centimetres, and we have a bag limit of 4 fish, so that's all right. Four, even if they're at the 35, 40 sort of size, they're good feed. Now, my engine's on. I always have my engine on, you probably noticed that, and that's probably why my hours are so high, but most of the time, as you can see, it's in idle, and I'm just keeping the line vertical because I want that to continue to waft down, and I want to make sure it gets down to the bottom. Now, it's a very light sinker, as I said, so if you just throw it out there and drift it off, there's a good chance that it may never reach the bottom or get anywhere near it, so depending on the current. Now, that's because I'm in 65 meters, as I said. If I was in shallower water, it wouldn't be a big issue. And you probably wanted to, if you are a drifter, you can drift it across the bottom, a few meters off the bottom anyway. So I'm just sitting over with the ski. As I said, my hours are quite high on this ski, but most of them are done at idle. Engine's still running beautifully after 4 years, never had a problem with it. And according to the place where I get it serviced at Shoreline Yamaha, they say that it's still in excellent condition, so I never have any sort of fears that it's not going to start on me out here. So anyway, I'm just saying that I do leave the engine running a lot. People sort of say, oh, how about the hours? Well, hey, it's hard enough to get out fishing, so when I'm out here I want to make the most of it, and I use the techniques that have worked in the past. So that bait must be getting pretty close now. It's actually my last squid, so we'll see how we go. I've got some slimy mackerel in my on ice at the moment. They died on the way out here, but some slimy mackerel as an alternative, which I might butterfly up and try that if I don't have any success. I only need 1 or 2 more to get my bag. There we go. Oh, oh, this might be okay. I'm hoping we might have I don't know, maybe around about the 45. Oh, geez, I think he did me. He did me. There you go. Clean off. It might have been something other than a snapper this time. Geez, that's a clean break too. Oh well, re-rig and try something else. Alright, so let's try the slimy mackerel. Normally they do okay. Same thing, wafting it down. A friend of mine, Wade, who comes out fishing sometimes, who should be coming out again very soon. He likes the slimy mackerels, butterflies them up and wafts them down, so let me have a go. Let me see if I can have some success like he does. Another one, about the same I'd say, that sort of 40 centimetre small snapper size, I would say. There's a few around, not on the big side, but good enough. I mean, if you got 4 at 40 centimetres, you'd be pretty happy for a meal. I'll drag it up now. Maybe it's a little bit smaller. It's given up now, I think. It's got a reasonable fight. There we go. They're about the same size, I reckon. Nothing huge, but geez, it's close to not legal. I better check this one again. The good thing is that they're releasing pretty well. If they're undersized, you'll be able to release them pretty easily because they're looking in great health. It's about 36, but so I'm going to put him back. Yeah, see that? Healthy as anything. No trouble at all. Yep. Yep. Oh yes. Oh, bigger maybe? Or just more spirited? Maybe a little bit more spirit. Just giving up, so it's pretty small again. Yeah. Probably about the same, about 40. Oh! I'll get one of the hooks, I think. Yeah, almost identical size. It's a 40 centimetre. They're all much this size at the moment. Just at hand size. Can't complain. Yep. Oh. Oh, maybe a little bit better. Hope. Oh. They're all about the same size, I think. About the 40s. Little feisty little things though. Little fight. Oh God, this 65 meters of winding is so straining on the arm. Oh, a little bit bigger. Not much, but might be in the 45s, which will make it very nice. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Now that's better. See why I got this seat cover here? Because I like to put my fish down somewhere soft first. Okay, how big are you, fella? That one's about 47, so that's not too bad. A bit bigger this one. that sort of wraps it up, guys. I didn't catch any trophy fish today, but I got some good table fish, so can't complain. Hey, it had a really nice day in the water. A little bit cool this morning, and it's warmed up beautifully now, so wind's dropping off, so should be a nice little trip back. Thanks for joining me on the channel again. See you next time.